better way of handling this situation, without having a lineup like this. But, if you're in the game, you have to play it, right?
But it's all their rules, it seems like.
That's right. It's their building, it's their rules.
And then, get this, we learn the people lining up may not have gotten first dibs on the suites after all.
So it's always, you can't buy one for till this date. But they've been working for months selling those units.
So there's units already sold?
Tons of them.
Really?
Tons of them.
How do they get away with saying that?
I haven't seen any condo police.
So maybe you can't avoid the hype in hot real estate markets, but Charles says condo buyers can ask more questions about their contracts and about their suites.
I would say half the people that I see buying condos on their own out there don't even take their documents to lawyers. You're just asking for a tomahawk in the head. Legitimately.
He tells us buyers who don't look out for themselves are sold what agents call the dog suites.
What's a dog suite?
Well, the units that aren't as appealing to the learned eye. So when you get someone walking in without an agent, he's your dog suite target. A dog suite, for example, is the one with the front door immediately across from the garbage.
Essentially, the builders and developers write the rules for themselves. Now, they'll disagree. If you interview them, they'll disagree. But that's the way I see it. The consumer is hung out on a limb every time.
Can I offer Liberty?
Oh, hi. Is Walter Jensen there, please?
He's not in today. Can I take a message?
We want to talk to the people building the condo we've bought. One of the developers is Walter Jensen. He's on the record saying, "We show you exactly what you get. Most people play with illusion, but we've gone for full disclosure." Well, we want disclosure about that shrinking bedroom we bought.
We've said we're not interested in participating in your show.
No interview, but his marketing person sends us this statement. Builders of condominiums utilize model suites to demonstrate to purchasers and potential purchasers the essence of what a suite in their building will look like. Back in Vancouver, Kenny and Jasmine never get to talk to their developer either.
The marketers, they said that the developers don't communicate to
Don't communicate with the purchasers.
at all.
But after months of writing letters, they're finally offered a small financial settlement for that disappearing walk-in closet. They don't have the money to hire a lawyer, so they agree.
They gave us one choice, and that's, or two choices. One is to
Take our money and
take
leave.
our money and leave, or come to some sort of tiny little settlement.
And the very last thing that he added on was, oh, by the way, you can't tell anyone about this and you can't talk to anyone about this.
But you're talking to me.
Yeah, we want to make sure that people know what they're getting into when they buy a condo, especially when it's pre-construction.
If you go into a new car showroom and order a specific car with four-wheel drive, power steering, air conditioning, and a whole list of extras, and they deliver you something that has very little resemblance, the automobile associations, the consumers, the ministers of parliament across the country and in Ottawa would be up in arms. You can't do this. When you buy a car, that's what you're entitled to get.
So why is it okay with a condo?
Because the builders are not subject to the same regulations as the car industry.
Why not?
You want this on tape, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Because the builders have a lot of sway and the consumers don't. And the consumers do not have the ear of the parliamentarians who make these laws.
We want to talk to the Ontario government about why condo buyers aren't better protected, but like the developer who sold us our condo, they don't want to touch this one either. There is some good news in our contract. It allows a 10-day cooling off period. We want to play it safe, so we're heading back to Liberty on the Park. We want out, and we want our deposit back. Turns out in this world where almost everything is subject to change, so too is our decision to buy. Now, how not to get lost in the condo jungle.
Knock on the doors or stand in the lobby of another building built by the same builder and say, are you happy? Did you have problems? Did they give you what you were promised? The wording of these offers is good for insomnia because they are turgid and they are difficult to understand, and they're written in legalese, not English.
Next week on Marketplace, can you dig it?
Gas meter.
Cables, water lines, gas pipes.
Right off this bluff? That can't be right.
What's under your property and where?
Am I getting warm?
All I heard was a voice screaming, "Get out of the house, run."
Get out now.
Too many mistakes? No real penalties.
How many fines were laid last year?
It would have been the one.
One fine out
Yes.
of the thousands of gas line hits.
That's right.
Erica Johnson gives new meaning to location.
I'm getting good at this.
Location.
Just from the signal, you can tell what utilities need to be notified.
Location.
What's the rule down here?
You don't dig until you call her.
Get what you need to know every Wednesday night on Marketplace.